he's playing well. I wouldn't say he's on fire, but he's certainly doing what he has to do in these last couple games. He's looked good. Game number 3, Jordan v. DauT here live on a random-ass Thursday with me, Mr. Killer B. We will see Franks versus Huns here. Jordan, again in the blue. Finally, he's on the right-hand side of the map. I hope it can change his fortunes. Jordan will find his sheep early, is in good shape actually to start his early game. We'll have some stone piles on the back. No back wood line. This far corner is about as good as it gets for Jordan. But he will find his resources. He can push some deer. All in all, it's not a bad map. It's wallable. The wood lines just suck, in my opinion. Front gold as well for Jordan. It's just kind of an awkward, ugly map, I would have to say. Actual Icarus has to go. See you later, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you hanging out in the chat. Have a nice evening. Mr. DauT playing as Huns. Huns versus Franks is actually a game I played earlier today, and it's a common matchup. It's an interesting matchup. Ooh, look at the boar position from DauT. He can probably take that without loom, because he'll probably start shooting it from around here. But behind the ponds, DauT's got ugly pond wood lines. Jordan has ugly pond wood lines. DauT will have a nice back wood. He will have back golds. Not going to wall this map in very easy, but I think he'll be okay to defend this. Open map with Huns is actually, it could be worse. It really could. Really could be worse. This is a civ that's so aggressive and so fast early game that by the time Jordan gets in here, DauT might be safe. Jordan's option as Franks, he can Drush Fast Castle if he wants, or he can go Scouts into Knights. In this particular map, I think a Drush Fast Castle would be better. That's my opinion, but of course, these guys playing with Fog of War. Jordan's going to have to come forward and scout and see what he wants to do. Jordan's map, like I said before, was wallable, but these wood lines, all these friggin' pond wood lines, all 3 of his front wood lines there have ponds on them, which makes it a lot less wood and a lot more work. If you want to wall this pond, you got to drop palisades right on the edge of the pond. It's just such a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass, but it's all good. Jordan coming forward. Maybe he will lame DauT this game. Mr. DauT has won 2 out of 3 here. Well, I guess we'll get a scoreboard up after this game. But DauT in good shape coming into game number 3, and I think he's got a decent position here. Both AOC civs. I think that's a good thing for Jordan because he is a little bit newer to HD than DauT, so he's going to feel pretty comfortable here with Franks versus Huns. We'll see how this one goes. Hopefully you guys are out there having fun with your coins, dueling people. Jordan's going to decide to take that right-hand wood line. He will have 4 vills on wood. He kind of established his wood line late, and so did DauT. DauT's going to have 3 vills on wood. Had to chop the puny tree for a moment. Looks like DauT will go fast feudal, at least for now. His wood would suggest that. 4 vills out on the mill. Going to lure in his boar as we speak. Mr. DauT here should be fine to go with the Huns meta. Jordan on the other side could go with the Drush. It's not going to be like the scariest Drush because he's got such a long... Everything is so far away. Like, even getting the wood up for that is going to be a little slow. But Jordan, I think he should Drush. We'll see what he can get done with it if he does. I think DauT's map is pretty open. Jordan hasn't found it yet. But I think he can do some damage. DauT able to grab a couple sheep here on the front. I do think those are DauT's sheep, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong about that. DauT coming forward with his scout now. He's going to be a bit too late. All of the boars are coming in. Both boars and all the sheep are here under the TC. Life is good for Jordan on the laming front. Jordan will eventually work his way toward DauT's base. Going to go in from behind and probably find these golds. This wood line would be a nice thing to find if he decides to drush, but it's really far back. It's going to take a long time to walk there. The front berry's pretty exposed. Could be a nice place for Jordan to hit if he does decide to drush. Jordan will wall up the front porch for now. 19 villagers for Jordan, and is he going to get housed? No, not quite. Pretty damn close to getting housed. Playing it close, Mr. Jordan, this game. Right now he hasn't taken the extra gold, but we'll keep an eye out for a potential drush. Jordan has found DauT's TC. He is roaming around in front here. Still hasn't found any of DauT's resources. So it's kind of hard for Jordan to choose what he wants to do. I would think he's still on the fence about what to do. We'll find that front mill, and we'll see what he decides. More houses coming for Jordan. I don't see a barracks. I don't see the extra 10 gold. Is it going to happen? Doesn't look like it. Second lumber camp coming down now for Jordan, and it will not be a drush from him. DauT will click up to feudal age. DauT on 21 villagers. Jordan will click up as well. 8:07 for Jordan. Decent time. DauT, though, 8 minutes flat. That's a strong click-up time. Let's see. Jordan has loomed. He is sending villagers over to this back wood line. He's walling in the front door. DauT has not begun building his barracks and probably won't for another couple seconds, but it looks like a scout build to me. 10 vills out to wood, 2 farms. Got villagers still healthily and happily picking away at the berry patch. Nobody's on gold. It looks like DauT will go scouts. Jordan seems to be doing the same thing. It would be strange if Jordan didn't go scouts in this case, but we'll find out. Got to leave some suspense. Jordan's still trying to wall in as much as he can. But it's going to be tough, man. This pond has to be walled in. This area has to be walled in. Man, Jordan's got a lot more work to do. If those scouts from DauT get into the back, of course, this wood line has enough vills that I think 3 scouts is not that scary. But man, they can run to the berries. They can run to the backwood here. It's going to be tough for Jordan to defend this. Barracks coming down for the J-Man. We'll see what he can do. DauT building up in the back. And DauT's actually going to drop his barracks really close to his wood lines. That seems like a really smart choice. DauT will be able to defend the back of his base with spears if he needs to. And on the front of his base, DauT will have a stable coming down. Both guys hit the feudal age, of course, grabbing double bit axe right off the bat. DauT will very shortly have his stable down, and Jordan will have his as well. Jordan's going to power build it with 2, DauT with 3, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. I think Jordan will have enough. The villager's blocked. Jordan will have enough time before DauT gets here. Jordan immediately getting a spearman out to protect these 2 front villagers. Of course, getting the stable denied would be really, really bad. So, of course, Jordan will keep an eye on that. He's also going to be scouting around the front, seeing what DauT is up to. Did Jordan find that back wood line? Indeed, he did. So Jordan found the back wood, and he is about to go check back in and see if there is a second lumber camp there, I would think. Jordan's going to find a barracks, and he's going to find that second lumber camp, and the barracks by itself probably is enough from DauT to scare Jordan from trying to get in there with scouts, but we'll see. We'll see. Jordan doesn't scare easily. When life sends stuff at Jordan's eyes, he doesn't blink. I don't know what I'm trying to say. DauT will continue to scout around Jordan's base. He will find that his opponent is on a stable. Not surprising. I think he's seen a couple of those scouts. And we will continue to see these guys build up. Nothing too crazy to see here just yet. If you've been watching the beginning of this game with your eyes closed, you can probably imagine everything that's happened. Fast feudal from both players. Slightly faster feudal from Huns, since they don't have to build houses. They save a lot of time. Dropping farms like madmen now that they are in the feudal age. Nobody's taking any gold. Spearmen are out poking at each other in the middle. Jordan's dropping farms, but he's probably a slight bit slower. We'll have the free farm upgrade. Jordan's walled in part of his base. Yeah, but all in all, I think it's a pretty predictable early game match, and nobody's really landed a punch yet. Both players are building up. They're waiting for their moment to shine. Jordan's got this forward spear, which he's hoping to catch DauT, kind of asleep at the wheel with, but we have yet to see that. It looks like DauT will transition over to gold and maybe try to break the deadlock here with bloodlines or with archers. I would guess probably archers, but yeah, you never know. You never know. Huns meta, kind of go scouts and then into archers, but we'll see. That's a weird barracks from DauT, says Sinkin. I think it actually in this situation is going to serve a really good purpose. The only thing DauT's going to be building from a barracks for the next 15 minutes of game time is going to be a spear or 2. In the weakest part of DauT's map is this back wood line. I think it's okay. I think it's I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm shooting an arrow and then drawing a target around it. But I actually do like that barracks. Believe it or not. Jordan will go the circuitous way around into the back of DauT's base. DauT will have a couple of spearmen waiting for him, but Jordan might be able to grab a vill. We saw DauT on the front sniping down a spearman. He's going to camp on top of the hill and go bloodlines. Jordan, for the moment, he's going to have 54 HP. Keep that in mind. We're playing Wololo Kingdoms here, though. It is Franks versus Huns, but it's still Wololo Kingdom, so it's HD rules. These scouts will come in from behind, and Jordan is going to get in onto DauT's gold and idle it for a moment. DauT is dropping an archery range, so he will both go bloodlines and drop a range. Makes sense for the later game Cav archers. DauT still has not really been able to damage Jordan's eco, but he's a little bit ahead. He's 1 villager ahead, and I think that's just on being more efficient. I think that DauT here has just been a little more efficient than his opponent. Second archery range coming down. Jordan will go back with his scouts to find Mr. DauT. DauT will have bloodlines, so now 65 HP. Jordan will have a couple of spearmen in defense, but again, we talked about Jordan's map being kind of difficult to protect. We're about to find out how well Jordan can protect this map. One thing that he's going to do, I think, oh man, he was sending a villager out here, I think, to wall up. That villager is nothing to see here, DauT. Nothing to see, buddy. Just leave me alone. Jordan's going to wall that vill in and get some houses down. But the bigger problem is that he's got this back wood line that is exposed. At least Jordan was able to see the scouts before they arrived. He should have time to quick wall. Is there a hole here? I think that Jordan is... Oh, he's fine. Nice walling off for Mr. Jordan. Got a little bit lucky with this villager seeing those scouts come in. If those scouts came into his back wood line without him knowing, he would have been in a ton of trouble. But since he saw that coming, he can wall in, and Jordan can kind of do the old end around, head back into DauT's base. He's going to stand and fight with these spears with those 54 HP scouts. He'll clean those spears up pretty quick, and DauT is in full retreat. DauT's going to lose a villager on the way back to the TC. DauT's still one vill ahead, but Jordan has a chance to do some raiding. DauT's pumping out spearmen right by this wood line. Sinkin's favorite barracks is coming into play at the moment. 3 spears here is probably more than DauT wants to fight, but he's going to try to micro around and snipe another vill, and he might just get this villager. Will lose a scout in the process, but will grab a villager from DauT. A pretty nice little bit of raiding from Jordan, and he draws the villager count equal. Yahoo! Yahoo indeed. Maybe an important thing that we didn't mention before, Jordan able to delay this blacksmith, which actually helps him a bit. Those archery ranges on the front have pumped out a couple archers. Those archers are coming forward, and at least Jordan will have a brief reprieve before fletching comes in. Jordan will actually click castle, and DauT will finish his blacksmith, probably go fletching, and try to do some raiding. This is an awkward part of the game, though. Jordan did some good raiding. He's going to come home with his scouts. He's going to have scale barding on the way, but he has to defend for the next couple of minutes, and it's going to be really hard. Second stable coming in, but it will probably get denied by DauT. DauT's timing here is impeccable. He would much rather have fletching already, but the fact is he's going to take away Jordan's gold and deny this second stable, and there's not really anything Jordan can do about it right now. Jordan's got to wait until minute 22 when he can build a, he's going to power build a market and try to keep some gold. And DauT's going to run under the TC here. DauT, get out of there, buddy. I was just about to say that Jordan's got this wagon of an army, or rather DauT has this wagon of an army with a bunch of a meat shield on the front and several archers in behind with fletching. But DauT throwing away a couple of those scouts, and all of a sudden Jordan with +1 defense is feeling emboldened. Jordan will drop a defensive tower, and he'll take back his gold, and he might even finish that stable before the castle age comes in. That's maybe a little optimistic, but it'd be great if he could finish that stable at some point in the not-so-distant future. Whew, a little bit of coughing going on here. Anyway, DauT continuing to cling to that hill. His army that rolled into Jordan's base grabbed a couple villagers and idled the gold. DauT will click up in a moment. Jordan will hit Castle Age. He does have some resources to play with. It looks like he will use one stable to go light cav. Interesting. And he will drop a second and third stable. He still has 25% built stable. So it looks like Jordan's going to go with the 1 TC play here. This many stables and light cav on the way. I guess that means that he's going to try to go without spending too much gold. He does have his gold here on the front. Still 3 villagers inside the tower. Jordan's back wood line, though, is not in a good spot. There's only 4 vills here on the bright side, but I think all 4 of them are going to end up dying. I think they've all sung their last song and prayed their last prayer. DauT will continue to raid Jordan on the other side. Again, 4 villagers in the back. They're pretty much screwed. Forging on the way for DauT. Castle Age on the way for Mr. DauT. DauT's got 2 ranges back at home. One would think that he is continuing to pump out archers, which he is. Those archers are going to have their hands full, but Jordan will come forward and test them out. Not nearly enough archers here for DauT to defend. He will drop another stable. Looks like DauT will hit the Castle Age and go into a couple of knights of his own. Got a lot of spearmen back here, though. Those spearmen come from that back barracks, that sexy... He's bringing sexy back barracks into the game. They're going to be aplenty, I think, to keep Jordan away from this engagement. Jordan just can't afford to throw this army away. But man, there's a lot of pressure on him. Jordan gets a mangonel out. Hopefully, for his sake, he can get a big shot in because he's slowly but surely falling behind in this one. Does grab a couple archers. actually grabs even more archers. A couple of nice mango shots. A couple of knights out for Jordan as well. He will slowly dwindle down some of these units from DauT. Light cav from Jordan mostly got killed in a bad engagement. A couple knights, though, will do some damage on the back. Jordan grabbing a couple spears, making DauT play a little defensively. It is a 4-villager advantage for DauT as he goes crossbowman and bodkin arrow. And once he gets those upgrades in, man, he's going to send this army forward. It's going to be really trouble. Remember, DauT's still got most of this raiding army alive, half of it alive. Maybe the most important part of it's still alive, these spearmen. Little bit of an awkward position for Jordan, who kind of started the game at a slight disadvantage. I didn't love his map. I'm sure he didn't totally love it. In the end, his aggression gets cleaned up. DauT drops another TC. I told you this wouldn't get raided early on. It has been raided relentlessly. So, Killer Bee wrong again. Let's see. He should have towered the gold. Which one? DauT or Jordan? Hello, Tarzan. Yeah, in this case, towering this gold for Jordan works, and DauT could have towered that back gold. He did get raided a lot there. But he will TC it up. He'll close the back hatch, and it should be all right. DauT coming forward with a couple of Bloodline Knights, +1/+1. I haven't seen Cav Archers yet from DauT. DauT is Huns. There's a Cav Archer. Has pumped out some crossbows. We'll start coming forward with a pretty big, beefy army. Jordan will once again sort of run past this group and try to go in and raid Mr. DauT. If DauT didn't have this TC on the back, I think Jordan could get something done. Jordan still can get something done. He can run to this TC, he can notice it, and then he can run to the back. DauT's got to do something, and he's got to do it quick, because Jordan's going to go there with those knights very soon. DauT's army on the front is rolling into Jordan's base. Jordan does have a defensive siege workshop, and he does have a couple siege weapons out. So keep that in mind. Oh no, Jordan isn't going to the backwood. He's going toward the town center. Oh, this feels like a really unfortunate choice, but DauT getting pikemen in just in time. DauT raiding on Jordan's side will take away Jordan's gold once again. Ah, man. Jordan maybe missed an opportunity there. I think he could have demolished this wood line. I think he had 6 knights. In the end, he will clean up a couple vills. He will grab a couple farmers. He'll idle this TC. It's not all bad. I thought he could have done more damage on that backwood. DauT will continue to pick and poke with this army. It looks like he's going to go back for now. Jordan at the moment, 100 food, 30 gold, 40 villagers. Actually beating DauT by a couple of villagers. Seems to have a nice little villager advantage. The problem is militarily, DauT is way ahead. 26 units, and maybe about 15 or 20 of them are here in the back of Jordan's base. And Jordan just can't really stop them. Jordan's going to GG out because this army is rolling toward his wood line. And game number 3 is going to go to Mr. DauT. DauT 3 for 3 here today, and we will GG and hopefully see a 4th game. I'll jump out of here real quick. We'll put an overlay on, and I think we can pop